Hey, this is Ali Alsgoor from CEE 300. And tonight I will talk in this vlog about CityCorp Tower in New York, Manhattan, in the US. And we'll talk about the location, which is in New York City in the US, United States of America. And it was built in 1977, which was a long time ago. And it is still can be seen at this time and in this moment, which means it's very strong, and the error or the mistake that was being made by the engineers was fixed. So we'll talk about it and we'll see how did they fix it. And there are we'll talk about the building measurements and informations. Actually, the height was 915, which includes 59 floors, which is so big and long. And it was built by great engineers, and their name are William Lemiger, and he is the one who did fix it. And the other one is Half Pence and Amy Roth and Sons. So those are the some informations and background about the CityCorp in Manhattan City, which was fixed by the engineers in New York. So let's talk about the problem and how it was fixed and how did they deal with the engineering fundamental canons. So the CityCorp couldn't stand for a long time if the engineers didn't use their fundamental canons and issue the statements and tell the public. Actually, some they didn't tell the public. So they fixed it and they shared the ideas after a student came to them or came to Lamager and asked him about the error. And from that moment, he started to think about how to fix it and if it was wrong or correct. He drove all the way from his house to ask some students and to share the mistake with some engineers. So, in engineering, there are some fundamental canons which he used, or I mean, fundamental canons of ethics. In matter of fact, engineer lawmaker had to adhere to engineering ethics. So when CityCorp Center was built with some structure errors that has been noticed by some of Lee's students, so Lee had to fix them. From that, so engineers have to solve the mistake they have done, or it might happen by them. So in engineering, there are some judges who can judge all the engineers who made a mistake, and they are from them or from society engineering. Lamier is one of good examples of engineering. So when he took personal responsibility for that project for CityCorp, even after work, which was done by him and some other engineers, and delivered the all projects completely. So that means delivering the project or get it done doesn't mean engineers who have made a mistake or work it or deliver the project, when they get it done, they have to fix it if there was a problem after delivering it. So take responsibility. That's what Lemiger did, and he fixed the mistake. So specifically, Lemiger had to redo the calculations, and had to find the best ideas to solve mistakes for some reasons. Moreover, there are some critical points that engineers have to work with. For example, safety and integrity and honor, them honor, and engineering canons ethics. So, I mean, in civil engineering, the good engineer should avoid the judgments. So try to avoid it, but in a good way, which means don't. I mean, stick to the engineering fundamental canons ethics. So, however, engineers must work and adhere fundamental ethics of engineering. Therefore, people can be safe and structure 2, so to avoid the fall down even if the work was done. Once an engineer found any mistake he or she is responsible for. Minor errors might happen in engineering, but breaking the code of engineering takes a part of judgment. So the structure failing might happen in any times. Once there was any mistake, working as a team to the problems, as Lamijor did, was one of the or is one of the engineering behaviors. Not planning to others or just complaining about what he did and saying that's not my problem. Delivering a project, engineering a project means all engineers who worked in they are responsible for the work. So engineering help each others in order to keep the society safe and increase the predictive positivity, and quick work might save a lot innocent people. So in conclusion, uh, other engineers or asking for help or consulting, let's say in other words, sharing the ideas to get better or improve the idea you have help doesn't mean that you are not a good engineer. In reality, it means you are really care, and it means you really care about people and your engineering integrity. That's what Lemiger did, and the he fixed it. He fixed what happened in Manhattan in the building Citycorp, and he fixed it with the joints. And it took about 2 months to 3 months, I think. But I'm not really sure about this. But it took about 3 months. So from that, dealing with any problem in engineering as professional, uh, is has to stick with some points: safety and dignity, honor, and issue in the public. There are some fundamentals, ethics engineers have to not break. If they break it, they will be judged by the others from the engineering society. uh, Working as one team is important point, and solution information was gathered or has to be gathered from everyone who's responsible for that project. So Lamjar was good, and thank you for listening to me. If you guys have any question or any comments, I posted my Twitter, and this is my Twitter, Ali Alsgoor ASU. I'll be it would be great to share some ideas or answer some questions if you guys have it. Thank you so much. This presentation was for CEE 300, Dr. Seeger and his TAs. Thank you so much for being good with us. And thank you so much. Ali Al Sagur.